What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are taking a look at the Canik TTI Combat. This particular one is a collab with Terran Tactical. If you don't know who Terran Tactical is, go look him up. Like, fantastic person. From what I've seen, he's an elite shooter, and so he put his touch on this Canik TTI Combat, which I've known about for ever since it came out. I just never shot it, and I was kind of hesitant about shooting it or just experiencing it because I was just at the time I was in my competition, at the start of my competition, and I was shooting my rival. So I was like, it can't be but just a step above my rival. However, I don't want to take, I don't want to give my input on it, and I haven't shot it. So today we are here to show you guys the TTI Combat. I'm actually never shot it before, never even held it until today. And I'm actually loving the way it feels. It's very light. I was expecting it to be a little bit heavy. It is polymer frame, but it is super light. It reminds me of my Canik rival. So I shot my rival for, I don't know, several months, my competition journey, and then I switched. But this reminds me of that. The only difference so far that I see is that there's a comp on there, and y'all know how I feel about comps. So it's got an integrated comp on the front. Does have some window cuts in the slide. Rear and front serrations. Here at Texas Legends, shout out to them for having the TTI for me to try out today. They do have the SRO on there. Y'all already know, if you know anything about Canik, that daggone trigger, that's crazy. See it again. I mean, it literally breaks at 90 degrees, and then that reset is literally there. It does come with that like deep dark bronze color for the slide, and then you got your black and then the accented parts of the bronze on the firearm. It's a very, very nice gun. I do love that they come automatically with the extended mag release. We already got a flare mag wheel on there. It really is a super nice gun. It's ready for competition out the box. Once you buy a Canik, you're gonna get everything you need right out the box. You get a nice case, you get the firearm, you get several accessories, you get a holster, you get several magazines. Like, you can't beat Canik. I don't know who's beating Canik out at this point. I would say for anybody who's wanting to start out, like it's your first firearm, I would say go with Canik all day, every day. You cannot go wrong, especially with everything that you get in the box, the quality of the gun. It's a really great gun. All the guns are great. So without further ado, I'll put the specs. I see a glare on my camera. I don't really know why, but just disregard it. But I put the specs right here so you can see everything that is special about the Canik TTI Combat. Here are my first shots. Yo. I did get a lock back, and my woo. He having fun over there. That was really nice. That was really nice. I was expecting a little bit more of a kick, but that compensator, I can feel it. I can feel the compensator working. I do want to show y'all that there is a fluted or spiral barrel in this. And again, you have that compensator up top, different than most compensators or most integrated compensators on firearms. It's a little bit different. It does have your two ports up top, but if you remove this, which you can, you will see the ports in the barrel as well. So a little bit different than some of the other compensators that I've been dealing with. But I don't think, as far as the performance, is no different. It really is doing its job. Let me show y'all what my groupings are like at 10 yards. All right, that's what we're looking like at 10 yards. Just standing here, you saw the cadence of the shooting. And Trijicon SRO, it looks like it's dialed in. It looks like the gun is active. So let's keep shooting. All right, let's drop the slide on this one. Oh, this is a 18 round mag. I don't know. I want to say that it might be a +2, so it might be 20 rounds. I don't know, don't quote me. And then it has the Canik TTI Tactical logo on the bottom. Okay, dropping the slider good. Let's go for the body again. Yo, that thing is accurate. That's a very nice shooter. I actually shoot with somebody who shoots the Canik TTI Combat, and I see him shooting it, and I'm looking at how flat it is, how that slide is reciprocating. I'll try to slow it down and show y'all what it's looking like, but once you pull the trigger, it's the compensator. It really is doing its part. Whereas in when you're shooting, most of the time you shoot and it slides back, or the slide reciprocates, you got a little bit of a dip. I'm not feeling the dip at all. The reason why I say that is because I can actually feel it, but also my target is backing me up on how accurate this gun is. I actually do like the SRO on this. I'm not a huge SRO fan. One, because they're expensive as crap, and two, I've seen too many people have issues with their SROs. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, you know, something costing so much money and you have issues with it. I can't get that vibe. So, but right now, this is looking really good. There it is. About to say, where's the dot at? Yeah, the dot on this is the red dot. I'm not sure which MOA. Oh, it's the 2.5 MOA. This is actually a good pair, to be honest. I do like the Canik mechanic red dot. The window on the mechanic red dot is a little bit bigger than the Trijicon SRO. It was great, and they're only like $250. The mechanics are like $250. Bigger window, and it's not better than the SRO. Now, when you talk about red dots, you also have to consider when you're outside and the glare and that starburst that you get. I don't know. I'm inside right now, so I'm giving y'all my thoughts on what it's like inside the range. The grip texturing on here is a little bit aggressive, just a tad bit aggressive. As I'm shooting, I do feel it digging into the palms of my hands and my fingers, but it's nothing that I'm just like, oh, I don't like that, I don't want to shoot it. No, it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. I believe the barrel length on this is 4.1 inches. Again, I put the specs on there earlier, so just check that out. It does come with the light and laser rail at the bottom. Gives you 3 different options down there. The back plate, I believe, I've got 3 Caniks now. I believe this one does come with interchangeable back straps, so you can change it out if you want to. This is nice. I honestly wasn't expecting that, this performance. I wasn't expecting it, but I don't know why, because I'm a huge Canik fan. Like, all the Caniks that I've shot, perfect. I have no issues with any of the Caniks I have. I love them all. Again, I love how Canik just really thinks about the shooter, thinks about the buyer, the consumer, gives us everything we need for a great price. This can come in at around $900, I believe. You might can get it cheaper, but let's go with 10 more rounds. Oh, I forgot to show y'all my target, but as long as everything stays like it is now, I'll show y'all in a minute. All right, somebody about to shoot beside me. I don't know what he's got over there. Bro, I have not shot a gun more accurate than this. I have 2 shots in the 9, or maybe 3 shots in the 9 area, but everything is right there in the center mass. And this thing is shooting. Yeah, I really do got to bring the rifles out for y'all. My thing is, though, like, it's so hot here in Texas that it's really, like, you really have to go outside in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, so you don't literally fry out there shooting content, training, whatever the case may be. So, but I do want to, I'm gonna bring y'all my rifles, because I feel like I've been neglecting my rifles, and they need some love too. Oh, let me show you let me show y'all the target. All right, at this point we are 40 rounds in to the session today. I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm at 10 yards. So this, you know, talking about competition guns, this is where you're going to be at in some of the competitive sports, anywhere between 5 and 15, 20 yards. So this is a good happy medium. All right, let me slow this thing down for y'all so y'all can get a really good look at how it's shooting. Let me bring it close. Actually, let's go sideways. That's a pretty picture. I know I told y'all to slow it down, but I told y'all once you get to shooting, it's just a lot of fun. Like you can't help but go fast. All right, this is 50 rounds right here. Let's go in the front. Ooh, that glare. If I can see it, I know y'all can. All right, let's go. Let's go headshots. Y'all, I'm not lying. This accurate. Very accurate. I don't know if it's the gun in combination with the SRO, but the way that dot is striking, as I was shooting, I literally saw 4 shots. 2 of them landed like eyeballs. 2 of them landed like eyeballs. I see why people want to shoot this. I mean, it's Terran Tactical. It puts Terran Tactical spin on it. What could you expect? Couldn't expect anything else. I did have one up by the ear. That was the one I said woo on. Everything else, literally right between the forehead and the nose. They dead at this point. There go my headshots. I really do like this. I don't know why I came in with less expectations. I don't know why. I don't know. That's why you got to try stuff out for yourself. Why I waited so late to experience this, I have no clue. I like it though. I'll say this. You're thinking about getting into the competition world, competing with handguns, I would absolutely recommend this TTI Combat as your first competition gun. It comes right out of the box, ready to go. It even comes with a holster. I believe the holster is interchangeable. You can do outside the waistband or inside the waistband. Like, you can't get no better than that, y'all. And those of y'all who have the TTI Combat, you can probably attest. I don't see anything wrong with this gun. I can't find a flaw right now. No flaws at all. I don't know. I do know that there is a smoke gray and black. I would opt for the smoke gray and black. I'm not really a bronze type of fan, color fan. I don't like that. It does look good, by the way. Like, I'm not knocking it. It does look really good. I go with the smoke gray though. Seems like it might be a little bit more my speed. But y'all, it's a TTI Combat. TTI Combat by Canik with that 18 round mag. So it looks like. We are on our last 15. Let me just go ahead and load 15 in here. We did 75 rounds today. I have nothing bad to say about this. I really can't point anything out. And at first, before I knew what the price was, I was like, oh, that might be a downfall. But no. For what you get, and it's optics ready, so put whatever red dot you want on it. It does not come with a red dot, but you could put whatever you want on there. I'm sure there are some deals or stores where you could get the mechanic on there. You can buy it with the mechanic on there. You know, you might shave a few dollars versus buying it separately. But the last 15 right here. I'm speechless. And I'm not just saying that. Y'all, you've been on the channel long enough, you already know what it does. I don't understand how this thing is shaped like this. It's a work of art. Very good collab with Terran. This is a really nice gun. Now I don't know how many rounds have been through it here at Texas Legends, but whatever the case may be, it's working. I love it. If I can get my hands on the smoke gray, we might put this one in the collection. I got a lot of guns I want to put in my collection. Ooh, that being one of them. I do want me a FA at some point. That's the review. I'm glad I did it because I really like it. I'm glad that I actually experienced it because the thoughts that I had, which were not really bad thoughts, I just thought it was overrated. That's what I was saying. I thought it was overrated. I thought too many people was talking about it, but rightfully so. People should be talking about this because it is a very nice shooting gun. The experience, first-hand experience, it'll blow your mind. You would love it. First time shooters, you might think it, the kick and all that kind of stuff, getting used to firearms. But like I said, going into a competitive sport like IDPA, USPSA, PCSL, two gun steel challenges, this is a good option. It's a very good option, and you can't beat the price, guys. Very, very nice. I'm pleased. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. I couldn't find not one thing that I didn't like. One thing that was an issue, we had no malfunctions. We had a lock back every time. I don't have the words. I like it. So y'all let me know down in the comment section if you own a TTI Combat, and if you do you run it for duty, do you run it for range, or do you run it for competition? Like, what is your purpose of your TTI Combat? I really do like the collaboration with Terran. I think it was a good option for him to jump on with Canik and kind of mesh what he likes to do with what Canik likes to do. Y'all got your pretty nice looking baby here, and pretty good shooting baby. So it's a win today. Today was a successful range day with the new TTI Canik Combat firearm, full size, competition ready gun. Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Until next time, stay armed, stay safe, stay vigilant. Peace.